You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
In the law book is where they spend most of their day.
Big fan of the meme.
Yep,
Big fan.
Big fan.
So men going their own way is just men that just jerk off. It's like Schrödinger's cat, but with women.
Fooly Cooley or Trigon.
Cowboy Bebop.
A lot of kids are jeweling in school. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 303. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Rockin' Matt Haig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And TJ May.
Awesome.
Alright.
So, what have you guys been doing this lifetime?
I was eating cheese slices at work.
It's been a whole week.
It's
It's been a whole week.
Has it been? That's right. That's 2 weeks ago that it was the week we skipped. It feels like it's
That's
been
right.
longer than a week.
I know it has. It was a very quick week for me in terms of the work week, but the regular week was very. I guess it feels like it's been a long time. I feel like we've all moved along as people.
Yes.
You know.
I feel like we've all learned and lived and loved and grown.
Yeah. If you
I
can't
can talk
learn to
for a
laugh
minute
and
about
love-
what I'm drinking. That's a good, quick starter topic.
Okay.
There's this whole seems to be a trend now where beers have become dessert. So this is the Southern Tier Thick Mint. It's a mint and chocolate imperial stout, and it fucking tastes like cookies. It's ridiculous.
In a good way?
Yes. I was like this. I've seen a couple beers that are like stouts with mint in them, and that just horrified me. But it actually tastes pretty good. Like the bitterness of the beer blends with the chocolate in a way that makes the mint not stand out crazy horribly. But that said, it is 10% ABV, and I'm planning on having 3 of them tonight, so I'm going to get
Goodbye, Matt.
messy. No, we'll see. I opened one up last night, and it took me like 3 hours to finish it because it's just like drinking chocolate syrup. It's like super
yeah, I know.
decadent.
I want to check my stuff. TJ's laughing again. TJ's looking at images and Googling.
TG,
I'm looking
TG,
at
are
my
you on the 4chan?
No, I'm looking at my Twitter analytics right now.
Oh, yeah?
Does it say 4?
In the past 30 days, my top tweet, which I don't think is a reply to something, but maybe it is just a tweet that says #what, spelt W-A-T.
Okay.
I've got 985 impressions, but no engagements.
I haven't
the
seen
last,
that one. I feel like Twitter's hiding your tweets from me.
Now let me
it's-
just check. Wait, is that of in February?
February 17th. I think it's a reply to something.
I don't know how to find that. I can only see this month. How do I go back a month?
Just go to me and then scroll back. Tweets and replies.
Oh,
Make sure
I
on
thought.
tweets and replies.
Oh no. I'm looking at the Twitter analytics in terms of.
Oh, I was looking at the past 30 days.
Oh yeah, my past. Well, in the last 2 days, my top tweet has 1,800 impressions.
Nice.
Most of my highly rated tweets are just replies
Yeah.
to like popular accounts with images that are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have 40,000 people have viewed my tweets in the last month. 40,000 views, I guess. I've gotten better at Twitter, I think. Although I now only have 496 followers, so
I'm down to 49. I must have lost some of my 2 of my bot accounts.
Exactly. Everyone's losing bot accounts. Like, I'm sure you had, like, fucking... Twitter's been purging.
It's fine.
Not fast enough,
Yeah.
though. I have noticed, like, if I check the replies to certain political people, there seems to be fewer bots.
Yeah.
There's still a few.
Holy
They're
crap.
super obvious.
What? What's up?
I love this particular ratio. So my third top tweet was just someone was responding to someone's large teddy bear, I'm like, and mentioned about that one teddy bear that was making the rounds, about the one that was basically 2/3 of his body was legs, and I responded with the picture.
Yeah.
I got 547 impressions, but 137 engagements. I mean, most of people just clicking on the picture, but still.
You're
And I still keep getting likes on a tweet I did earlier about someone was implying that the scanner function in the Labo for the motorcycle game, in order to make your own terrain.
Okay.
You know, they show a picture of the hand being scanned, and then now it's terrain for you to ride on. Someone's like, "Yeah, I wonder what people are going to do with that." And I responded, "Yeah, but it'll probably be too small to register anyway." And I keep getting random likes, and I did that like 3.5 weeks ago. It's been
Okay.
nice.
Can I talk about the engagement I get when I upload a new SoundCloud track?
Yeah, so you did a thing finally.
I get a like immediately, and it's always some variation of, "Hey, how are you? I'm about to share your track Spiky Cars Mad Max Fury Road work in progress cover to our SoundCloud famous accounts network. The popularity of your track will go up in a few days. 207 interested followers, 7,015. Track will go up in blah, blah, blah." SoundCloud is infested with bots as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's everywhere. That's just the internet at this point.
And it's like, the smaller the network, the less incentive they have to actually do anything about it. So SoundCloud is like, what? They don't have the resources to fucking manage that shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm just getting
But
through my
everybody's
tweets out
on
right now.
on what you call it, that the new hotness social
What's
network.
that? What's that?
I don't remember. It's
What?
Vimo?
yeah, something. No,
It's like Vero or Vimo or Venmo.
That's it.
It's not
Vero.
Venmo.
that
Vero.
was like super popular for like a day and a half. And now nobody's talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
Can I recommend a Twitter account that everybody should
Sure.
follow? It's
Sure.
70s Dinner Party. That's
Okay.
the number 70S Dinner Party. They post a lot of pictures of just the most horrible shit that people thought was fancy food in the 70s. And it all
Oh, yeah,
looks
I think
like
I've seen that.
garbage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've done enough tweet salad, I think. So we've got the tweet salad for this week is recording episode 303 live, twitch.tv, MyHeadMusic, hashtag TGIF, hashtag Infinity War. All right, and then I started going through the alphabet to get the top like mentions for each letter here. So we've got hashtag Alex Baldwin, hashtag Billy Graham funeral, hashtag Employee Appreciation Day, hashtag Friday feeling, hashtag Killmonger, hashtag OnStorm, hashtag Take a Knee, hashtag I Stand. I put those in myself. Hashtag Queer Eye, hashtag Voltron, hashtag World Wildlife Day, hashtag Xbox, hashtag Young, hashtag Z was supposed to be like, they're all like Zuma, Z-U-M-A. I don't know what the hell that is. So I just did hashtag zoo because I like animals, and then hashtag podcast, and that's the tweet salad.
You should have done hashtag Zune.
I
Because those are coming
yes.
back.
Wait, the Zune's back?
No.
Oh man, I wish
What's
the
the
Zune
Neil
would-
Young thing? Like the Pono or something?
Oh, the Ponyo? No,
Ponyo's like the anime thing. Why is
Ponyo, yeah.
Killmonger trending?
No, you're talking about Pono. That was
Yeah.
the digital music service that.
And then
oh no,
Everybody was like, no, we don't care about fidelity.
Pono
That's fine."
died. Well, Neil Young had like that the player that was like gonna play and stuff in like the highest quality and
Yeah.
lossless, but like it could only hold like, you know, I mean, lossless files are pretty huge, and
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, people want convenience above all else for entertainment now.
Well, okay, no.
And
What
probably ever. Well,
what people want is they want the super convenient way, but they also want it to be the best. and you can't have both. So they settle for the middle. Like
But
you want a good quality that's
best
really
in terms
small.
of like library and like the quality of the content. Yeah, but once you get into stuff like audio codecs, people aren't going to notice the difference enough. Like,
Oh, exactly.
if somebody was trying to compete with Netflix and they were like, we have a slightly better video compression algorithm, like,
Yeah.
nobody would fucking care.
No, they'd be like, hey, does it not buffer, or do I lose connection a lot? Or no? Okay, good. I like this better. Like,
Yeah.
people don't really care.
Does it have more movies that aren't terrible?
Papa,
right.
don't preach. Yeah, I know. So that's cool. What's your song about that you came up with?
Oh, I did a cover of a song from Mad Max Fury Road because that's a really current topic that everyone's talking about right now, and I thought I'd just like hit that wave right at its crest.
Yeah,
Uh,
I bought that movie on Amazon, like the just for the stream version, just because it was
Yeah.
on sale for like $6 or something during the holiday, and then I realized I already have the Blu-ray, so I love that movie. But
It's
now I
such
can
a
watch it
great
on the
movie.
go at any
Yeah.
time, and I have the Blu-ray with the special features. So.
Yeah, and you can log into your favorite streaming service and type in Matt Haig Music Spiky Cars, and you can just listen to my cover of it and just listen to that along with the movie instead of the actual movie.
All right, I'm just gonna do a stream where I listen to this song over and over again, and watch the movie, and we'll do commenter. It says this track has not been found. Maybe it has been removed. Learn more on SoundCloud.
See, here's the thing. You have to on SoundCloud?
Yeah, the first Google result brought a page that doesn't work anymore, and then I clicked through your name, and now I have it, so we can hear it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the listeners can hear it, but
Yeah,
I can
no,
send it to you if you want to take it on the end of the episode.
Oh, I will tag it onto the end of the episode, so everyone will be
Alright.
able to hear the world premiere. Although maybe you could play a clip of it now, Matt. I know you played a clip of it before we started when you were testing the audio. That song that you played, I think that was your song, right? Do you want to play that right now?
Yeah, that
so
was
the listeners
my
can hear it?
song.
Can I
I
hear
worked
it?
really hard on this, so like everybody
Okay.
just be cool about everything, okay? Because like
I love it.
sometimes you get a little bit too critical of stuff, and I'm definitely not stalling because I forgot where I put the thing.
This is my favorite
And-
part of the show is when Matt is trying to find an audio file that we are like, hey Matt, play a thing, and he wasn't ready, and then we all have to be like, so what's happening? How's TJ? How's the things? How are the kids? You picked them up from school or something like?
No,
before
they do a
You'll fix it in post.
something Awana churchy thing Bible.
Wait,
Marijuana.
Wait, Moana?
Basic, yes.
We watched
All of the
Moana.
above. On marijuana.
Oh, I thought you said Moana, like
No,
the
I
Disney
said
movie.
Awana actually. But
Arowana? Wait,
Arowana.
ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca is so hot right now.
They're doing ayahuasca. Ayahuasca's so 2016.
It's
On
just
a
a
Monopoly.
spirit
That's
drug.
it. What's the new spirit drug, Matt? You're in with the scene, with the kids, aren't you? You're
just
dating children, right?
The blood of young people is
With
what
blood.
all the people.
Peter Thielen.
I actually
if you
learned
will.
about that today.
Peter Thiel.
Yeah, like there's two major centers for that. One's in Silicon Valley and one's in Tampa, Florida, where people will just get transfusions of young blood.
Yeah. So that is, if you watch the HBO show Silicon Valley, there's a point where that happens. And they meet the CEO of Hooli, which is their Google's blood boy. And he's just this like guy he pays to stay in shape. And so that he can just take his blood every like week or whatever, or like a transfusion. So I think the science in that is pretty scant. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe there isn't a lot
Well,
of data. So
The thing is, it's based on studies where people would like actually stitch two mice together. So then you're dealing
Yeah.
with, is it the blood or is it that like an older mouse is being filtered through a younger mouse's liver, or like there's a ton of different stuff. But anyways, here's my song that I worked real hard on.
ooh, I know this song.
sped
It's
up.
a cover, right? Oh, I love the sped up version.
This is a story all about how
Our bills get flipped into a law. I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there.
I'll tell you how a bill becomes law in this or chain bed.
It's going super fast for some reason.
In a legislator's mind, an idea is raised.
In the law book is where they spend most of their day.
Drafted out.
That's the best one.
And I'll introducing bills inside of House chambers. We're more than a couple of guys start reviewing the bill.
Are they making changes in committee on the Hill?
They may get in one little fight, but it's just because they care.
They say we're moving this bill back to the floor, and we'll argue it there.
Speaker Hughes pushes
We have
for
to
a
stop.
vote, and the answer is clear. And the bill passes and goes over.
Please stop.
Please clap.
Matt, I want you to guess how much anti-aging blood transfusion costs to like do it. Let's let's get into Science Corner right now when we talk about this.
God damn it.
Price is Right rules.
Science.
Thank you. Let's talk about young blood transfusions as an anti-aging remedy. I have an article here from the MIT Technology Review website, kind of going over a lot of the different research around this. So there's now it's not a scientist who started this. This was a entrepreneur who launched a clinical trial of the potential young blood through his startup Ambrosia.
Well, I should say it is based on scientific studies from the 70s and earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so
there were scientists involved at one point.
No, yes, of course. So interesting thing about this, just off the bat, they're saying that he says within the month, most participants see improvements from one-time infusion of a 2-liter bag full of plasma, which is blood and with the blood cells removed. Now, scientists and clinicians that have been polled on this say that his trial is so poorly designed it cannot hope to provide evidence about the effects of transfusions. And some say the pay to participate study amounts to a scam. Because literally he's like, all right, pay us, and then you can be part of this study, and then let us know if you feel better in a month that you paid all this money for. No one is going to say it didn't work. Like, they're like, oh, man, it doesn't work. Like, you know,
I
and
guess I'm a sucker.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it all gets into placebo effect as well, because a lot of times you're like, all right, this should be working, so I should feel better, and I do feel better because, you know, that does work to a degree. And so anyway, yes, here it is. What's certain is that it's based on some intriguing, if inconclusive, science. Karmazin, who's the guy, Jesse Karmazin, a 32-year-old Princeton graduate and competitive rower, says that he 32, he needs anti-aging. And competitive rower says he was inspired by studies on mice that researchers had sewn together with their veins conjoined in a procedure called parabiosis. There have been studies over the last decade or so that have offered clues that certain hallmarks of aging can be reversed or accelerated when old mice get blood from young ones. Yet these studies have come to conflicting conclusions. In a paper in Cell, the journal Cell, in 2013 showed that a particular component in young blood, GDF11, increased muscle strength. But other researchers could not replicate the finding. So, all right, maybe there's something there, but who knows? There was also a study for Alzheimer's disease, a clinical trial at the University of California, San Francisco, oh no, this is current studies happening, not no conclusions from these, and these are in humans. In 2014, a Stanford University neuroscientist demonstrated that old mice had increased neuron growth and improved memory after about 10 infusions from blood from young mice. Let's see here. And then there was another study in Menlo Park, California, to test transfusions of plasma from young people in the treatment of Alzheimer's disease. This clinical study is more conventional than that startup Silicon Valley one. It does not charge participants. It expects only to have 18 volunteers, so volunteers, so it's small sample size. Just looking at how well elderly can tolerate plasma and not looking for results right away. So, I mean, I think there is there could be some promising things in this, but it's kind of one of those things that are like, this this guy says it works and I'm rich, so I'm going to do it, and it probably isn't going to hurt you. So you know what I mean? Like, take my money because I can afford.
Yeah, like people used to like guzzle radium water, and this is at least better than that.
Yeah, it's just interesting because like a lot of the people in the medical board or reviewers are saying, yeah, well. He said, so far as December 15th, 2016, he had infused 25 people with the young blood. He claims his participants are seeing miraculous results. A patient with chronic fatigue syndrome, for example, feels healthy for the first time and looks younger. And they state, well, anecdotes such as this could help market the study, but it's not proof that the plasma infusions work. And so would-be patients shouldn't believe them. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. It's like you can't really believe... It's like a snake oil salesman saying, hey, buy this snake oil. I guarantee it's going to make you feel better.
If you look at the number of claims they offer, it's ridiculous. It's like, it'll cure this, this, and this, and it'll make you younger and more vital. And it's like, the more stuff that something claims to cure, the less it probably actually does.
Yeah. So the formal goal of the study at the startup Ambrosia is to measure the effect of young plasma on about 100 biomarkers in the blood. So before the infusion and 1 month after, all participants have their blood analyzed for biomarkers. They include for everything from hemoglobin to leptin. But a university professor at California, Berkeley, UC California, Berkeley, thinks the biomarker is meaningless. For one thing, the study lacks a control arm with patients who don't get plasma. He says, blood biomarkers change for many reasons. For example, if you eat a meal, your leptin values will change. Like, it's just your blood changes when you do things. Like, so, like, not having people that aren't receiving this treatment compared. It's just one of those things that's, like, you're never going to be able to really... it would take lots and lots of trials to get this figured out. And that hasn't been done. So, my thing is, if you can afford it, let me know and I'll get you some blood. I'm 32, non-smoker, not in good shape, I'll say.
Full of vitality,
but I got a lot in here though. So, there's a lot of heart
for you. I can make more blood if you need it.
Exactly.
My blood's shit if you want to get fucked up.
Yeah. So interesting thing. So if you were to get a blood transfusion from someone who is drunk, would you get drunk from that?
Yes, you would.
God.
It depends if it's been metabolized or not. Because I thought getting drunk is actually the metabolic process, not necessarily just having it in the bloodstream. I don't know enough about it.
I'm reading Reddit. There's a Reddit thread on this. This is going to be accurate, super accurate. He's saying, okay. This is the opposite. This is saying, let's say I had a blood alcohol content of 0.25, and I got a blood transfusion to sober up. Because the new blood would have 0 blood alcohol content, would I sober up instantly? And they say, of course not, because a lot of that is in your tissues. But it certainly would probably speed up the process as your cells would start receiving blood with 0 alcohol in it. So,
like the whole reason breathalyzer tests work is because the alcohol's in like your brachial capillaries and shit, so it like spreads to other tissues. It needs time to disseminate.
So that's
science.
Unlikely. All right, well that's the pseudoscience around blood transfusions. That's John's Science Corner for this week. And not pseudoscience. It's some science and some not science. And I want to bring this up.
Unproven science.
Every time I hear people on podcasts, whatever, talking about things, people are like, well, in mice, they showed this. And I have to say, mouse studies do not equal human studies. Again. Exactly. If somebody... I'm just going to put it in the easiest way to explain people why that it doesn't work. I mean, obviously a mouse and a person is very different. But think about it this way. When somebody invented chocolate and they were like, let's test this on our dogs, the dogs fucking died. Like, this is poison. We can't eat this. It's because animal bodies and metabolisms and organisms and mechanics work different than humans. It's just how it is, okay? So they aren't equivalent. They can show you, okay, in mammals this kind of works pretty well. They can control for the genetics of the mice, but it's not a one-to-one. So you always have to say, that's interesting. Now we have to do a human trial to fully understand. So it's always an interesting thing. Like, mouse studies are not meaningless, but certainly not proof, which I think a lot of people are like, oh, this made the mice age reverse. And it's like, yeah, well, their fucking neuro connections might be different than ours in a way that we can't quantify right now.
And there's always like, oh, this shrank the mouse's tumors and stuff. And,
yeah, it's different. It's different bodies, different types
on
of
top of that, is it
mechanics.
different, like, if the tumors are artificially induced? Because, like, we give mice cancer so that we can do cancer studies on them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I believe that, it was really interesting because I was, I was reading,
we put this mouse in the microwave to give him cancer.
No, I was listening to a podcast. They're asking, like, why are mice tested on? And I was interesting, and they're asking, why do they think it started that way? And I know they're like, well, mice like reproduce pretty fast. And I was like, yeah, that's probably why mouse research started with mice, because yes, they're easy to keep in a cage, easy to feed, easy to control their food, but B, they reproduce fast, so that makes sense. But now the reason why we do mice is that we have the genome sequence of mice entirely completed. 2002 they did that. So they basically can control and map the entire genome of mice. So it's very easy to determine, like, what has happened to the genetics of a mouse, because we know the map. So if there are changes, we can find them. So what's interesting is they have a thing called knockout mice, which is a genetic engineering thing they can do, where they basically give a mutation to the mouse's genes to simulate a human disease. So, like, for instance, you can see a hilarious photo on Wikipedia if you look at lab mice. It's not hilarious. I'm sure it's very sad for this mouse. But what they did was
like it's gonna be hilarious.
They knocked out the gene that creates this molecule called carbioxypeptidase E, which regulates the fat, not consumption, but burning of the mouse, making obese mice basically test obesity things on. Or you can, take the mouse and disable the myostatin gene, which I believe destroys muscle tissue, or is part of what gets rid of muscle tissue. So these become like the super buff muscular mice, So that's the reason why we use mice, is because we can control their genes and clone them. So you can have clones to study differences on, you know what I mean, to remove that. So yeah, that's really it. That's why we use mice, and they're easy to take care of, and people don't really care about killing mice that much. You want to know a really sad thing? You know a really sad thing?
I do want to know a really sad thing.
They do testing on animals, right? So most of it's mice and rats and rabbits, a lot. Dogs get used quite a bit as well, beagles especially. And the saddest thing is people are like, well, they test on cats because they test on dogs. They test on cats. They don't test on cats very much. No, it's mostly dogs for testing.
Well, that's
do you want to know why? Do you know why?
Because they're more trusting.
That's the sad part. There's a lot of factors. But one of the factors is that if you want to catch a dog to put it down, it's a lot easier than doing it with the cat. They're just more domesticated. You know what I mean? And it may also have more to do with the fact that their structures are more similar, and cats are a little bit more different than humans. But it's just kind of one of those things that just dogs, man. I want to get that right because I just threw it off. But okay, you want to vamp for a second? I'm going to look this up.
So, TJ, I need some lightness after this horror show that John brought us through. Can you explain steamed hams to me?
All right, yeah, we're on the tail end of this, but we're going to open up the meme corner. Pop open the The memeness. Everyone breathe in the memes. So steamed hams, to give a little bit of background, at least a little bit I know, steamed hams is a little vignette from The Simpsons, where they tried to turn the interactions between Principal Skinner from Springfield Elementary School and the Superintendent Chalmers as a little miniature sitcom.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Super Nintendo Chalmers. But steamed hams is a vignette in that fictional in-universe, parody in-universe sitcom, where the principal invites the superintendent over for a wonderful luncheon. He ruins the ham. The principal will completely lie about things just to make things sound a lot normal, like the fact he burned his roast and he tried to go sneak out to get fast food. The superintendent's like, what are you doing? I'm stretching my calves. It's a whole complicated thing, but everyone's taken this vignette, which is funny in its own right.
Yeah.
And has been,
because it's parodying like classic, like lazy sitcom writing that
exactly.
is just everywhere.
Hey, Matt, do you want to know the breed of dogs that they use in testing?
No, John. I'm learning about steamed hams.
I want you to guess. What dog breed do they test on?
Golden retrievers.
Oh, nope. Beagles. Number one.
Oh, they're fine. They're assholes. No.
Cats don't get used as much. It looks like dogs are used
because they're independent
3 times
thinkers
more than cats. No, it sounds like I guess the structures of dogs are easier. Cats are different. Cat brains, I guess, are useful. The nervous system in cats is very well documented. So, for understanding human biology, so it's kind of like what animal is best for closest to human and things. So I think dogs are all-purpose, like body system. Cats' brains.
Well, I know
rabbits, their eyes
back when they
are very close to humans, supposedly.
When they were first testing blood transfusions, to bring it full circle, they would test on dogs. They would bleed a dog and then give it another dog's blood and see if it survived. Which is a thing I learned at the Surgical History Museum in Chicago, where you can see a blood transfusion mechanism made out of a feather quill and a animal bladder, and it's fucking horrifying. So TJ, I remember this Simpsons vignette, but it's pretty old. So what made it start making the rounds again?
I love this meme, by the way.
Yeah, it is a great
the steamed ham meme is amazing.
I only saw one instance of it, and I didn't realize it was a widespread thing.
The reason everyone decided to call it steamed hams is because the smoke from his roast, he said it's steam for the steamed clams we're having, but then he brings hamburgers to the table. He's like, oh, steamed clams? No, I said steamed hams. It's what we call hamburgers. Well, people decided to start remixing it, kind of a la the B-movie parodies and all of the Shrek stuff and the We Are Number One, but it's gone a lot of different directions, specifically a lot of video game variants of these parodies, including a Metal Gear Solid parody of this, Metal Gear Solid take on the vignette. There's both a Danganronpa and an Ace Attorney take on it, as well as everything up to Nier Automata. And one of the best ones I've seen recently is steamed hams, but Skinner is Skinner has schizophrenia, and the entire scene is done with Skinner talking to nobody. And nothing's happening. He thinks he's doing this for someone, but there's nobody there. No one responding to his.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like John's doing some sharing.
The Google search trends that are listed on Know Your Meme, and it's like up to October 2017, nothing, and then it's just a fucking straight line up until now.
Yep. And this thing actually did not The steamed hams vignette actually came in a Simpsons episode that originally aired, now that I'm looking it up, April 14th of 1996.
Yeah, it's super old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is great, too. I got this article here from Woolworths. In a grocery chain in Australia, said about 1,000 people commented on their Facebook page asking for steamed hams, and they posted this. Our apologies, we don't stock steamed hams, but you can find the hamburgers in the beef section. So
That's
the meme
awesome.
affected them, and they didn't get the joke either because all the comments were very much. But can I find Aurora Borealis at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within Woolworths? And they said yes. So I think they got.
Can we see it?
They got back in there. Yes. Yeah. Can I see it?
Yeah, I think they get it.
No.
I think their social media team is on point.
Yeah. Usually.
We should have a steamed hams born in the 80s as a what would you call it? What do you call an advertisement that shows up elsewhere? A little I don't even know. Stinger? No, Stinger is what comes before.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
yeah,
a little bitty thingy.
If we ever do it as a little just of our own little vignettes, you guys could be the characters and I'll be the coordinated Foley background sounds. I'll be glad to do it.
Steamed hams.
Yeah. From the steamed hams we're having.
Steamed hams. Steamed hams. Yeah, it's a good meme. I love the meme. Big fan of the meme.
Yep, big fan. Although right now it is kind of on its way out. It's gone past its prime and people are starting to hate it. But there's every now and then there's a good one. Apparently a while ago there was steamed hams, but it's a Dexter parody.
Nice.
I'm afraid to watch it.
Oh yeah, there's some good
I wonder if it's like
hams.
the intro sequence, like his whole preparing breakfast.
Oh, that would
deal.
be great.
Man, I feel like this is a meme that I just totally missed.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's you. You're an old now.
Well, I saw one thing on Twitter, but I didn't, which I only now realized was part of this, but I didn't recognize that it was part of like a whole long thing. Yeah, I'm an old. I'm out of touch. I might as well just lay down and die now.
And of course, when things like this get so dense and so overused, there becomes some ridiculous stuff. Like I've seen a steamed hams, but all of the words are arranged alphabetically.
Yeah, there's some people get weird with it.
Steamed hams, but the genre changes every time. Every time what? Oh, I kind of want to watch that one.
Okay, no.
Genre changes every time Skinner tells a lie. Okay. Yeah, but good stuff. Good stuff with steamed hams.
To the steamed hams meme, we'll remember you.
I will remember you.
You remember me. Okay. Would you like to join me in the bowels of Reddit?
Oh God, I gotta find those sounds again.
TJ, do it.
You got it, TJ. You're on point. Here, how about this?
Yeah.
That's the toilet. There it is. Thank you. All right. What is this from? I love that. Is that from
That's
the game?
from the
Crazy?
game center stuff or whatever that you sent me.
Oh, Game Crazy.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Crazy.
All right. This comes from thank you hashtag the blue pill for finding this one for me. This is on the Reddit/r/unpopular opinion. As a comment, women cannot be trusted in relationships.
I'm out.
I'll see you guys
later.
there.
I'll catch up with you after the podcast is over.
All right. I'd like to start by saying no. I've not been hurt at all because I took the red pill before I could ever get hurt. I recently listened to this gem, and it's a YouTube link to a video that I really don't want to look at, but I'm clicking just for this. Is a 32-minute long video from this man called Tom Lakis, and it says, "Women on Vacation, Men, you don't want to hear this," by a man named, I don't know, it's Motivation Special, I don't know. Anyway, it's got 30,000 views. Not a huge thing. It's one of those probably alt-right YouTubes where they get like a small viewership. Anyway, It's a radio episode where he was asking women to call in to talk about what they really do on their girl vacations with their friends in terms of cheating. And I'm not going to lie, it confirmed my initial opinion of women. Let's cut to, Matt, can you give me the quote from the movie The Room, where Tommy Wiseau asks, hey, or no, not Tommy Wiseau, it's Greg asks, hey, do you think women cheat on guys like guys do on women? God damn it. Well, the line is so bad that I can't even remember it. But, you get that in post.
Hey, do you think women cheat on them? I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, yes, Mark.
I get that line correctly. We're going to get that. Oh, fuck. When I searched The Room...
there's a new
women
movie
cheat
called
on men line. All right, I'm gonna find it. The Room quotes. All right, here we go. All right, the Tearing Me Apart Lisa is the number one. Okay, here it is. All right, let me get the. Let me just I'll do the scene here. I'll just do the scene. I did not hit her. I did not. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not. He throws the water bottle. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hey, Johnny, what's up? I have a problem with Lisa. She says I hit her. What? Did you? No, it's not true. Don't even ask. What's new with you? That's kind of how it is. I'm just saying if you're thinking, I got a question for you. Yeah? You think girls like to cheat like guys do? That's the line. You think girls like to cheat like guys do? Which this guy is literally asking right now. Like, oh, really? Oh my God. Do you think girls can be scumbags as well? Anyway, and the type of women listening to this radio show where a guy's asking them to tell their cheating stories are going to come on and talk about it? So that's all women?
And it's just like, I don't know, like...
I love this too because... all right, here we go.
It's just super weird if, like, you're in a relationship with somebody and they're like, I want a vacation, but I want you to not be there.
Yeah. Well, this is talking like, we're going on a girls' trip to fucking Vegas or something. Anyway, for some reason, in this day and age of a lot of women have this obsession with sleeping with many men, being gangbanged, etc.
Oh, yeah, they all have that obsession.
A lot of women don't even care if they're in a relationship. They will do it anyway. That's what happens on many girls' nights out or girl vacations. Just listen to all these women call in and admitting they cheat on their boyfriends whilst, good use of the word whilst, on holiday and don't even give a shit. So it's amazing that's like, it's just the confirmation bias here is I knew women were awful because I listened to this thing where this guy had these awful women call in and say these awful things. And it's like and the funny part is that like this is what guys brag about all the time. And it's like, so these women who could be lying, like many men lie about their sexual escapades, and you just immediately take it as true.
Thing for his radio show. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like
I have trouble believing anything in radio isn't staged.
Yeah, it's true. I've been hearing a lot of stories about women wanting their boyfriends to become cuckolds. I have never heard of that happening. Unless the guy is the one that's into it. You know what I mean? All right, so the first caller is the worst. Let's see here. Okay, sorry. He said they want women wanting to be their boyfriends to become cuckolds or to be in an open relationship because they want to fuck other guys. What do you think happens if he says no? Chances are she'll still fuck other guys. You can swap this around 100%. Like, this is what guys do all the time in relationships. Oh, I want an open relationship.
People
and
are
listen
people,
how the women,
and some of them are terrible.
Yeah. People are terrible. Men or women. There are always going to be those people. Anyway. How women... Thank you. So they're only with their boyfriends because they are a backup, safe option, and they're naive. Which, again, confirms my opinion of women. They have two types of guys. Guys they would date, but aren't really much sexually attracted to, even though they might still have sex with them. And the guys they're actually sexually attracted to and would cheat on their boring boyfriends with and do all sorts of disgusting things for what they would never do for their boyfriends. I know I'm going to get two specific responses here. Not all women are like that, and men cheat too. So I'm going to say my response to those comments on here to save some time. Translation. I know everyone's going to disagree with me, and so here is some other bullshit that I'm going to say.
And I know
so
the arguments against it, but I don't want to hear it because I'm stuck in my own confirmation bias.
Not all women are like that. Quotes, you can't judge all women based on the actions of few. Yes, not all women are like that, but many are.
Okay.
Not all women are like that, but many are. And you can never tell which ones are like that. The ones that are like that are ruining it for the ones who aren't, you know? Fucking rotten apple ruins the whole bushel, you know?
There's no way of telling if the human that you're having a relationship with is terrible. Definitely not just observing how they are in a relationship.
Because you can never tell which women are like that. No matter what they look like or what their personality is like. It's safe to assume that all women can't be trusted. It's like Schrödinger's cat, but with women.
The fuck does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. In context with like what Schrödinger's cat is.
Well, okay, so the problem with this is that
if you observe them, they will become terrible.
Yeah, it's like literally he's not using the Schrödinger's cat thing in any correct way. Of course, that's one of those things that gets like misquoted a lot because a lot of people think that the Schrödinger's cat thing it's one person could have two different like sides or outcomes, and that's definitely not what it means.
No.
Heisenberg uncertainty principle?
No. So Schrödinger's cat is...
No. What I'm saying is that's probably what should have been used.
Trains your girlfriend to drool every time he rings a bell, and Occam's razor is...
Okay.
I don't know the origin of that one.
Oh, and
I actually don't know the origin of Occam's razor. The little raver.
Yeah.
Occam's a raver.
Probably
he
that
likes
Occam
to take
guy came up with
probably
it.
some dude named Occam.
All right, so let me just go over the Schrödinger's cat as simply as I can. And it was just a thought experiment because it had to do with the states of
electrons.
The electron like rotation state or whatever is
spin.
The spin, yes, is basically something that you cannot know what it is until you observe it. And observing it, you'll see which way it is, but they like can't detect it without directly observing it. So what they're saying is... Yeah,
it's a bit more complicated.
It is. I'm trying to simplify it as much as I can.
It's saying that the spin of an electron is both ways with
correct.
a probabilistic factor of each side.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
But essentially, it's like it could be like a 60-40, 60 left spin, 40 right spin.
Yes.
But when you actually observe it, it then will, they say, collapse to a single state.
Correct.
And it's always now been that state, even in the past.
So is that like the quantum superposition where you shoot an electron through a thing, through like a slit, and it either goes one way or the other, and you can't tell until you observe it?
Yes, correct. And so what he was saying is he brought that out of the quantum level into the macro level.
Women are in a quantum state where they're simultaneously cheating on you and, I guess, making fun of you behind your back. I don't really understand the red pill.
No, they're simultaneously cheating on you or barefoot in the kitchen, pregnant, making you a sandwich. It's one of those two.
Either way, they're not humans, and they're definitely not people.
Yeah. So let's talk about it this way. So the cat equation is all the way up to that level, and he's saying in this box we have a cat that's in a box, and in the box there is a radiation device that will kill the cat with the radiation, but it's being held shut by an electron that's spinning basically. And so while the cat's in there, you don't know if it's alive or dead until you open the box, because it's currently spinning and not being observed. So is it open? Is it not? We don't know.
Oh, no, I got this.
And so then when you open it, you observe it.
You go like this, and then you go.
Yeah, that's true. You just have to make the noises, and they'll make a noise in the box.
Then it's alive.
Yeah,
and then you open the box.
The thought experiment didn't actually even use the electron.
Oh, really?
It had a 50. It was a thing of poison that was in a jar that if an alpha particle hit, would break open the jar.
Yeah.
And this radioactive isotope had a 50% chance of releasing that in X number of time. And before you open the box, is the cat alive or dead? It's both until you open the box. It's technically
both until you open the box, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So this isn't a correct usage of that. So anyway, let's see here. There are literally so many innocent-looking women that are like that, and you can never tell which ones are like that and which ones aren't. The most innocent-looking women do these things. This guy has a specific woman he's talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might think you have the most loyal woman ever, but you're screwing 5 other guys and being in gangbangs, and you don't even know. The guys who were dating the women on the show thought they had loyal women, but they didn't. But when it comes to guys, you can usually tell what types of guys would do that. And it's usually the fuckboy types, and the guys with all the swag. Not all the time, but the majority of the time. That's why it's much easier to trust men if you make the right choices in men. Right, TJ? Hashtag not all men?
Hashtag not all men.
Hashtag not all men.
Hashtag me too.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag me too.
I'm not mansplaining. I'll let me too be done properly.
No. Oh, yeah. No, that's not my place. My place is to let the women talk, because that is what the men do, and that's the right choice. So, all right, let's go to his second argument here. Men cheat too. Yeah, men cheat too. But again, when it comes to men, like I said, it's not bad, because you can tell which men are going to be cheaters, unlike with women. And when it comes to men, it's not usually as bad as with women when it comes to the severity of cheating. Like, what? He's just being like, he's got this thought these women are getting gangbanged all the time.
Cheating is cheating. It's a breach of trust.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
They love trains.
Matter.
Yeah. And so it's very hard for a man to get in a threesome, let alone bang 5 women at once. Women can easily bang 5, 10, 15, 20 men all at the same time. What? When is this happening? Oh my God. In a gangbang. Like, this guy's watched porn, and he just assumes that's what women are. All women are. And won't have an issue finding men that would partake. Hell, the first caller in the video didn't have a problem with that. A gangbang carries a much higher risk of contracting an STD and passing it to your partner than cheating with one person. And a lot of women secretly want to be gangbanged. And it's very easy for them to make that happen. That's just food for thought right there. What? This man is a master of women. He knows exactly what they're thinking. Finally, this is kind of similar to the last point, but exclusive to cheating once and with one partner. A man that wants to cheat is not guaranteed to be able to cheat because men can't get laid just like that, especially quieter and socially awkward guys. It is very easy for a woman that wants to cheat to actually cheat than it is for a man that wants to cheat to actually cheat. Even men in open relationships find it harder to get laid than their partners. You got the train here. Thank you.
The running train.
Yes. I might have made it sound like I'm defending cheating men, which I'm not. But if you feel like I am, I'm sorry you feel that way, and you're entitled to your opinion. So am I. Conclusion. The safest choice is MGTOW. What is that?
Need a definition on that?
Matt or TJ,
not
definition,
getting
please.
the on
MG,
with.
not NG.
Men going their own way. Men
Is that what
going
it
their
is?
own way. Yeah, that's the subreddit I stumbled across.
So men going their own way is just men that just jerk off.
Yeah.
You can go your own
It's men that have
way.
Wait,
given
so
up.
is "Go Your Own Way" the song about jerking off?
Yeah.
Every song's about jerking off. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
every song. Have you heard All Star by Smash Mouth? It's all jerking off.
You're an all-star jerker ding dong. God damn it, it's right there. It's in there. It's been hiding in plain sight.
Jerking off.
Oh my god.
Man,
What
I
am I
can't believe
doing?
they put that on that Shrek movie.
I couldn't care less what men do. I'm just stating that in my opinion, the safest choice is men going their own way. The proof is in the pudding. The man pudding. Listen to this. Listen to these women talk on this talk show. You might 100% trust your wife or girlfriend, but you cannot 100% tell if she is as slutty and is willing to cheat as the women on the radio show, especially like the first caller. He really takes issue with the first caller. How many women do you think fuck male strippers on bachelorette parties? I think she's doing on girls' nights outs and girls' holidays. I don't care how much you trust her.
Now, John, are you concerned that Lauren's going to fuck a male stripper on her bachelorette party?
Yes, exactly. Oh, definitely. And if she wants to, it's the way it goes.
So,
would you like the first?
As we all know, women are not people with agency or anything. They are automatons that follow their basest desires.
I found a relevant tweet that just got retweeted a couple seconds ago to me. It's from the Twitter handle at maybe Tom Hanks, and it just says, "My ancestry results came back, and all it said was I'm a little bitch," and that's kind of what this guy is.
Yeah. I just want to, like, all the people on these subreddits, I just want to grab them by the shoulders and shake them and say, they're people. People are complicated.
So the men going their own way is the new incels Reddit.
It's a little bit less toxic than incels, but it's pretty bad.
It's like a little bit less poison. It's still poison.
It's more like, here's a thing I'm doing rather than fucking women. I hate them. Blurg.
Yeah, women are terrible. All right, well, I just want to point out that the first comment on this is from a person named Lipstick Paper, who seems to be a woman based on her profile history here. 69 points, upvotes. Oh yeah,
nice.
Saying this sub needs an incel flare.
Yeah.
Got that one flagged. All right, can I say that this Reddit user called T Egon? Let me just say, let me just read some posts he's commented on. Just the sub.
Oh,
the
this
headlines.
is the author of the original post.
Yes, this is. Let's just get some headlines of what this guy has been commenting on. These are
pick out
all
some
on
super manly music.
MGTOW. So, grid girls are gone now, and now so are booth babes, and it is awesome. And he
I don't
commented
know what
on
the fuck either of those things are.
So grid girls are the F1 racing girls or whatever. He said an r/unpopular opinion. It's just fucking awful. Wait! Oh my god! 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 Okay, so in this Grid Girls thing, whatever, he submitted to it and he's saying it's awesome. I guess he's happy that these fucking sluts aren't out anymore. Someone says,
"How dare they tempt me with their physiologicalness?"
No, tempting me. Good-looking women can always get guys to pay for stuff like them. This isn't going to change. He comments, "That's true, but I only have two things to say to that. A, their number of men. Okay, no, the number of men that are rich enough and happen to be simps that would spend money on women just because they're attractive and are very limited.
A definition on simp.
That not every woman can land one. They have to compete for them. B, these bitches won't be attractive for long, will hit 40 sooner than they think, and they'll be forced to provide for themselves. And I love it. Gotta love the wall." Which I'm assuming is
the wall 40?
Yeah. All right, and then So I don't know. No. The guy, a guy responds to him saying, "Have you joined r/brain cells?" Spelled like incels. So there's a new Reddit for me to join. r/incels may have been closed, but we've got brain cells.
Brain cells.
So I've got plenty of worse of Reddit coming up. All right, let me just go through not the comments, but the headlines of these. I just wanted to point that out because we got r/brain cells. All right, we got girl dumps guy after she claims he would not take her to a swing club. Weeks later, he sees her there with another guy. He commented on that, I'm sure angrily. Women accused of killing fiance's dog after he reportedly refused to crack her back. He commented on that. Vancouver woman who fatally stabbed man gets a 4-year sentence. Yet another pussy pass handed, he responds.
This guy's got some problems.
He comments on why I'm not having kids, but one of the main reasons I don't want to have kids is I don't want to have a daughter. Another female pedophile article on heavy.com he's commenting on. I hoard around, now I'm ready for all the great guys article he's commenting on. It's all he's got one thing. He's a single issue Redditor. He talks about it. Spread it out, man.
It's like it's like a vicious cycle. Like, he's not having fulfilling relationships because he has these thoughts, and then that just causes him to cycle farther down into hating women, and then probably eventually he becomes a serial killer. It's just like I wish I could just take these people and be like, everything, the base of your belief system is wrong. Let's start over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like, you've gotten so far down like a toxic rabbit hole. Like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that, like, I remember when I was like, I don't know, maybe 13 or 14, I used to go and like troll people on forums just for the lulz or whatever. And then by the time I got to like in high school or whatever, like older, I was like, this is stupid. Like, why am I doing this? That was a dumb thing for me to have done.
Yeah, and I was one of those people that like didn't have a ton of dating experience leaving high school, so I was easily suckered by all of those like pickup artist type things.
Oh yeah, of course.
Early in college,
because they're like, what I've been doing doesn't work. There obviously is a better way,
and it's like, it tricks you into this mindset of like, I can have control over this situation. If I do the right things, then the right things will happen. But that's not how real life works. Real life is chaos and uncertainty, and stuff just kind of happens. And that the pickup artist type stuff gets you into this mindset where, because you think that you have control over the outcome of the situation, you start to think of the other person involved in this as like just sort of a non-human entity, and you're controlling them, and that's not how it fucking works in the real world. Like, people are people, and you just kind of improvise together, and that's how like real relationships work. You just kind of make it up as you go. There's no rules, just right.
People are people, so why should it be that you and I should get along so awfully? Speaking of getting along, someone's doing some packing.
That's true. Well, you remembered.
John, why are you packing?
I'm packing.
John, who are you packing?
I got a house.
For me? You found a house for me? Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, if you want to come up and visit, we got 4 bedrooms, so you got some spare space.
Nice.
Do you have a closet? I like sleeping in closets.
Hanging upside down. So eventually, when I become a homeless musician, I can just kind of live in your basement or one of your closets.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like that guy from Step by Step who lived in the trailer outside the house?
Didn't he live in the attic above the garage originally? Or was that a different
Maybe.
guy?
Wait, who are you
Was that-
talking about?
The guy from Step by Step that wasn't
Oh.
part of their family.
Well, I know that in Growing Pains, Kirk, what's his name? Fuck.
Cameron?
The guy, Kirk Cameron, his
The
character.
banana guy?
He moved upstairs in the garage or whatever to have his own place.
I mean, that's what happened with the Fonz and Happy Days too.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's just like the sitcom thing when you want a character to stick around and they don't have a natural means to do it. Oh, we
Yeah.
got room up above the garage.
It's like we need characters in the sitcom that aren't members of the immediate family, so let's just all shove them in a house together.
Seventh Heaven, when they wanted to keep characters, instead of having them move
Yeah.
out. Oh, you could just rent the apartment we just built above the garage.
Exactly.
And then the dad from that show will just molest all of you.
Wait, did that actually
Yeah.
happen? I'm not in Seventh Heaven, but
Oh, no,
the
the
actor.
actor, yes.
yeah.
So a lot of the Seventh Heaven people were really mad about, like, not being able to, like, have money from residuals because they, like, networks pulled the reruns off. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, God damn it, you ruined it for everyone. So anyway, no, back to the house. So yeah, we are closing on a house on the 28th of March. All of the contract has been amended with some repairs that they're going to do before we move in. So it's all down to the bank getting me the loan. So that's
Where is
already
it?
underway. Where is the house?
Yeah.
Moving actually to California. No, I'm kidding. I am moving to Washington, D.C. No, I'm kidding. I am
Yeah.
moving to Madison, Wisconsin. Who would have thought?
No, like, what's
Who
the
would have
address?
thunk it?
I can't give the address out on the air, Matt.
Damn it.
I will say that it is near Monona, but it is not in Monona. So that's as much as I can give. You know, like
So
like
your
how
Wyndham
Monona
House-
Drive on the left
Yeah.
is Monona, on the right is Madison. It's on the right.
Wait,
so
where's Winona Drive? No,
it's on the end of the belt line.
Whoop.
Yeah. We're about 10 minutes away from like Atwood. Not even, maybe like 5 minutes away from Atwood Avenue. So
Okay.
Relevant
Clo-
to our
lot-
listeners.
a lot closer to downtown, which is awesome than
Yeah,
we are now.
yeah.
But really close to the lake.
Maybe
just a couple
you'll come to
blocks.
visit me sometime.
Where are you?
ever.
I'm actually going to be farther than I am now to you. So, but because you're kind of on the west side.
Hey, John, how
What?
close to the nearest Taco Bell will you be?
There's a Taco Bell in Monona, the one that you and I used to go to. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, that is my favorite Taco Bell in town.
It's a good Taco Bell, and they actually just remodeled as well.
Yeah, I was there when I came to visit last year.
Yeah, so it's nice. No, I got Taco John's as well on Monona Drive.
There's one over there,
left.
too?
The only one left in town.
Oh, I haven't eaten at Taco John's in
I know.
forever.
So, well, you have to
I'll
come up.
tell you
some
where you want to
point.
go. You're close to Atwood. You want to
Yeah.
go to go to Grandpa's Pizzeria over on Willie Street. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, we're going to be close to Willie Street for
Willie
restaurants.
Street.
It's so exciting.
Well, that's
Here's the
nice
thing
too.
about Madison. Willie Street, full of hippies. Hippies love weed. People who love
Yep.
weed love really good food.
Love to eat.
No fucking good ass food, which there's a ton of. No, totally. I'm really excited to be close to like a lot more downtown eateries and stuff. So this summer's gonna be awesome. So yeah, we got a house. It's a really expensive house, but it's below our upper limit of our budget, so that's good.
$4.
But it's $4. Yes.
Two $2 bills.
No, it is a $250,000 house.
Get that paper.
which is
Get that paper.
good for us. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2,000 square feet. We're gonna
That's
get a
nice.
dog. We're gonna get a dog. Yeah, it was a pretty good value for the square footage in the area, so we got her. We liked it. It's built in the 70s. So
Yeah.
2
You
living
should
rooms.
get a rescue greyhound from that terrible greyhound racing track.
We cannot get a rescue greyhound because we have cats, and usually they don't get along.
Well, just because they're trained their whole life to try and chase after a thing, and
small
eventually
furry thing,
they catch it, they tear it apart, and they don't know what to do with it.
That's not necessarily true. There are a lot of track greyhounds that are okay with cats because a lot of the shelters will have like
Santos
cats
Al Helper.
there. Well, because I think a lot of the shelters, they try and have them introduced to cats in a safe way, and they can kind of gauge, okay, this thing's not going to immediately chase it. I just know that greyhounds are generally really prey motivated when it comes to small furry animals, so cats probably not. But you never know. Some dogs just like, cat, whatever. Squirrels, though, I will fucking kill.
Yeah,
they're
fuck those
crazy.
guys.
I love greyhounds, though, because they're such lazy, like, loafs that love to cuddle. Yeah. But then you get them outside, and they'll fucking
explosive
go 100 miles
energy.
an hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can get a Weimaraner. You can take a bunch of pictures, make a calendar.
Matt, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get the dog that is at the shelter, is what we're going to get that we like.
You know, John, I like hearing that.
Yes. We do. I do want to get a specific breed puppy in the future of my life. When we live out on a farm or something, we can get like a blue heeler or something. But right now, let's get it. I want to get a puppy or close to a puppy from the shelter, whatever breed, as long as it's like going to be an okay with cats kind of breed. Probably no pit bull puppies. That'll be too much work for a first time dog owner.
Pit bull puppies are fucking adorable.
I know they're adorable, but they can have training issues, and I'm new to owning a dog, so I want something simpler. Maybe a mix, like a pit bull.
Yeah, you're always better off with mutts.
Yeah, oh yeah, mutts are much easier because you get them as a puppy, you can train them up right, so.
Yeah.
No, that's the number one reason Lauren wants to get a house is to get a dog, so that's why we're looking for a house.
So when are you gonna get 7 horses?
It's not going to happen for probably 10 years. We gotta pay this house. This takes 30 years to pay a house off, Matt, but that's not how it works.
No.
You live in a house for 10
the housing
years.
market is going to tank. So
it'll tank, and then 10 years from now, it'll be back up to where it was. So we'll be fine.
Well, hey, John. How are
I'm
your
looking forward to mowing
investments
a lawn.
doing? How are your investments doing since this trade war started?
Oh yeah, So they got back after the trumpeter fucked around. Let's see. Let's check my investment. See, this is why I want to invest in Fundrise.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored by Fundrise, but
the last
that's
time
real
I checked
estate
my
investments.
Betterment account earlier today, my interest earned was down to $5. Which the last crash it went down to $6.
Let's see here. My total earnings are $250. but like 3 days ago, that was $400. So, $150 of earnings lost. So, I'm still up 8% over
give me
about this
5
time
more
last year
years
when I
of
started,
$10 deposits, and I'll get up to that level.
$10 is not a lot to deposit. But
I
do
like
$100,
$520 a year. That adds
I do
up.
I do about $150 a month usually.
I'll increase it eventually. I got to take care of some debt first, though.
That's the thing. Take care of the debt first. This is my savings money that I'm putting in there. That I'm budgeting for. So that's I don't know. The nice thing about Betterment though is you can do those tiny little drips, and it adds up over time.
Yeah.
You got $5 for doing nothing.
And when the market's super wild and fluctuating, if you have just a consistent amount going in every week, that kind of evens that out.
Yeah, and it just always goes up. The Dow hit a new high. 10 years from now, it'll probably be double what it is now because there'll be more companies.
It's sweet. I don't know what the Dow is, but my magic iPhone app did a thing, and money is
now saved. I've got more money. Yeah,
I guess.
So did you have to pay your taxes? Did you? You had to pay your capital gains on $4 or whatever?
No, it's not even enough to have to put in there.
Oh really?
No, I did have I owe money for my federal taxes, and I get a refund for my state taxes. So obviously the $333 I owe for federal taxes went out that day, and the state refund of $700 or whatever, that'll come 2 months from now. I don't.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
I got about 800 federal back and 400 from the state back.
So we were just talking about something John hasn't finished paying off because he's got a house.
Student loans?
Matt, you've got something that I'm assuming you paid with credit.
You know me too well, TJ.
Yes. Can you show us how to drop?
I can. It might take me a hot second to get. See, here's the thing. So I got a Dropmix, and it's the most amazing thing. So I've got to pair it to my phone real quick, and then it'll pair to this sweet Bluetooth speaker right here.
Oh, I heard about Dropmix.
Yep.
So this is Harmonix being like, hey, Guitar Hero didn't work out super well, and we've got all these licenses for all this music. Can we make anything out of this? So they partnered with Hasbro.
Oh my god, I want one of these.
Game.
Yes, they're amazing.
This looks so fucking
cool. So it's this board that connects to your either your iPhone or your iPad with Bluetooth, and then it's got cards. You've got 15 cards. Each the default 4-packs that come with your
and on Android
are
the app is on Android.
Pop music, electronica, hip hop, and rock. And there's also a ton of expansions you can get. But basically, you've got these cards, and they've got different songs, different real songs, and it's got either like a drum part or a guitar part or a vocal part or whatever. And
or bass
it's
line.
separated out in a way that it automatically puts it to the correct tempo, to the correct key, and makes it into a remix. And
so the first card you put down is going to set your tempo and key, and then everything else will just fit.
Yeah,
and
so
everything works.
There's competitive ways, but I'll go ahead and just do a free play.
Also known as freestyle.
Yeah, freestyle, and I'll show you. Hopefully, can you guys hear this crowd music at all?
Probably.
I cannot.
Well, I don't know if he started it yet.
Okay.
Dropmix is $100.
It is super good though. So this is.
Well, I want it. I can't buy it.
I want you to want me.
I can hear it.
Let's throw some Chainsmokers vocals on that.
Okay.
You tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never
You like
see
cake?
them
You want some
again.
cake harmonies?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car. 4 years
Here's some
no
Weezer.
call, now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. And I can't stop.
So you can just remix.
Yeah. Duck sauce.
Oh my god, I want one of these.
Yep.
This is the coolest fucking thing.
And it all works.
Oh, I'm loving it.
It all works with NFC. And if you put another card on top of a card, it just ignores what's underneath.
That's so cool. And you know what I love about this card?
You want some M&M's?
The card art looks really cool.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is a harmonics, man. That's fucking awesome. I am. This is on the top list of somebody buy this for me. You know what? I'm gonna go and put it on the wedding registry right now.
All right. Now, while you're doing that, I want to talk to our podcast listeners right now.
Sure.
Hello, listeners. My name is TJ, May of May. I would love to work for Harmonix. So if anyone can, give me a little give me something, I'll do anything. I'll clean their toilets. I'll copy edit shit, whatever.
Matt.
Involves me moving to Boston.
Matt.
I understand that.
The Dropmix is $70 on Amazon.
That's a used copy.
It is? It says new. It says new. $70.
No, I had to buy it straight from the Hasbro site. But you can use PayPal, and that means you can use PayPal credit.
No, but this says on Amazon it says $60, $70 new Prime.
Is it expansion pack?
No, it says the Dropmix gaming
expansion
system. I think it's on sale right now. It says drop down from $99.
What is that? Because
the only reason I say it's $70 is because I have a gift card from Amazon that I have like $60 on.
Oh, there you go.
So it wouldn't be that much of a purchase.
Otherwise,
I want to see what Dropmix is considered at my work, because
you could just take that $100 and spend it on a bunch of expansion packs.
That is considered collectibles. My discount works on it. At my store, at least.
It is.
Yeah, right now, Matt,
totally
the Dropmix is $75 on Best Buy right now for a new one. So I think the Amazon price is accurate. Oh man, I wish I could buy one. Oh, I wish I could buy one. The wedding and the marriage and the house, I can't afford to buy frivolous things. This seems like right up my alley though, because one of my favorite harmonics games was do you ever play DJ Hero?
No.
It's like
DJ Hero is not harmonics.
Oh, you're right. That was the Activision Neversoft.
That's Activision. Yeah, that's Activision after the after Guitar Hero 2 and the expansion Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s. The Guitar Hero name and Red Octane, who made the instruments, were bought by Activision, and Harmonix started doing Rock Band.
Oh man!
And
I'm gonna save up my.
Is Rock Band the one that had the Beatles licenses?
Yes, Rock Band Beatles, Rock Band Green Day.
So theoretically, I should probably be able to buy a Beatles expansion for my Dropmix board.
Maybe.
I know they've got some classic rock stuff. Because right now the 4 that it comes with, like I said, is just sort of this vague electronica category, a rock category that is mostly 90s and later, and a hip hop and pop, which kind of merged.
It sounds like the Dropmix expansion packs aren't that expensive though. I think you get booster packs for $5 with 5 cards.
Yeah, they're not too bad. And the nice thing about those packs is they're all like genre specific. So if you have a specific genre that you're really into, like if they've got a grunge expansion pack, I'm all about that shit.
Nice.
But no, I didn't mention the actual game portion is you can play co-op or like against each other. And
competitive.
It'll show up on your phone, different requests. It'll say like, I want a new drum part, or I want a new keyboard thing, or whatever, and you'll have like 10 seconds or some really short amount of time to lay a new card down and keep the mix going. So then you gain points that way, and you can actually save the mix at any point. So if you like what you're hearing, you can save it, and it'll save it as an audio file that you can just listen to whenever.
That's awesome.
I think you could do it as an MP4 that you can share like on Twitter, and when it does the mix on there, it'll visually put the pieces of the mix in the order you put them down.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's just this amazing black magic between like insane audio licensing, near field, card sensors, and Bluetooth magic. Also, like, I don't understand how, because when you install the app and it figures out what cards you have, it downloads the audio tracks onto your phone, and somehow all these audio tracks for these 60 different cards are like 40 megabytes. And I don't know what kind of compression magic they're using, but it's fucking tiny.
It's probably just old school, 128 bit rate. And you're only doing samples, and the samples just have to repeat. So,
well, it depends. It if they've got each tempo and each key rendered as a separate sample, that's going to be a huge file, but it's less processing time. But if they have the individual notes and they're able to transpose them and change the tempo in real time, that's more processing, but it's a smaller file.
Yeah, it's. I have a feeling it works that way.
I'm excited to like I don't know. Yeah, I'll invite you over, Matt, for the housewarming. You can bring your Dropmix. We can all play party style.
Yeah, or you can come over here because you never visit me, and I'm just so goddamn low.
Matt, if I had a dog, you'd want to come over.
I would want to scritch that puppy.
Scritch that pupper.
That good boy.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm so pumped about about getting that move done and just being done. Dropmix sounds awesome though. I can't believe I didn't hear this.
You should dig a fallout shelter in your backyard.
I've been following it for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
I've been wanting it forever, and I finally pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Pull the trigger.
I love Harmonix as a company. They've made a lot of cool games too.
Oh yeah.
They made that iToy game where you're a spy for the PS2. They made both Frequency and Amplitude. They did Super Beat Sports for the Switch, which is really fun.
Yeah.
Rock Band 4, which they just recently added matchmaking. So if I want to play online multiplayer, I don't have to have friends.
Yeah.
It'll just make friends for me.
Nice.
I'm your friend.
Question, TJ?
Yes?
You ask a question about an anime suggestion.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I have a little thing here in the doc that just says
have a little thing.
Make me a anime suggestion, and in parentheses I said, why shouldn't I watch One Punch Man? Now there's a little background here because I really now want to watch One Punch Man, and it's from a couple of things. Number one is that
you really love punching.
Only once though.
Yeah, only once. Now I watched a YouTube video about the psychology of Saitama, about just kind of how he is, and I'm like, just like, I only knew One Punch Man from it's a superhero. He's ridiculously powerful. He kills everything one punch. Whatever.
Correct.
But I didn't realize he's just like, yeah, I'm just bored and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And like, even being a hero is boring to him.
Yeah.
The way he is, especially because he's completely overpowered.
Yeah, that's it. He's just too good.
And then from there, I started getting, just because I listened to video game music, anime music, and whatever on my YouTube Music, I've been getting the theme song of One Punch Man as suggestions, and that's been exciting. And then I watched a couple of videos about just like funny moments from One Punch Man. Now I want to watch it. Why shouldn't I watch it?
I cannot give you a reason not to, because this is one of my favorite animes in the last 5 years. So, you want to know how to become like One Punch Man? Do you want to know his workout regime that got him to be as strong as he is?
What did he do to make him as strong? Because I saw how he proved he was ridiculous.
Yeah. So his workout routine, he tells this to his disciples and disciple.
Genos. Yeah.
Yes. That is every day, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a run 10 kilometers. 7 days a week. That's it.
This sounds real shitty. Can I do one of those?
No, you gotta do all of them.
One push-up, one sit-up, one squat, run 1 kilometer. Oh, I took a step. Now I'm done. Now I'm 1/100th punch man.
Yes. So what's so good about One Punch Man is, like you said, no, it's funny. The main character is reminds me a lot of kind of like how Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen is so powerful that he feels detached from the world, basically. So this guy is just this giant monster comes to town. He just flies up to it and just goes, blech, and he just flies off 1,000,000 miles. He's great, that's taken care of, because he's just too strong. So the show all kind of comes down to that, and he meets a lot of other heroes, and he takes on like a disciple, Genos, who's really like earnest and wants to be awesome, and he just kind of wants to hang out and eat junk food, and he's just like super amazing, and it's really good. Like it's awesome, and the action's really good. It's well animated, well drawn. I love the artist that created it. So no, that would be a great recommendation. One Punch Man. We have a kitty.
We got a kitty, kitty.
Matt, show us your pussy. Which one is this? Oh, Finn, I know Finn.
He used to be Mercury Stardust.
Mercury's.
He's very, very needy, especially when I'm talking into this infinite black box.
Yep.
And also, when he gets on your lap, he doesn't sit. He paces back and forth endlessly. He claws and he drools, and he makes just all manner of just horrifying sensation. And he needs to chill the fuck out. So just chill out. Just chill the fuck
I'm going to continue, and I want you guys to also answer me one more question, because I also want to kind of catch up on some old stuff that everyone tells me is great, but I've not seen yet. So I'm going to do an either or. I mean, I probably should watch both, but let's just say which one should I do first? Fooly Cooley or Trigun?
Cowboy Bebop.
Which one should I watch first?
Oh, watch Fooly Cooley.
Sorry. Cowboy Bebop is what I want to say. I watched a little bit of Trigun. Okay. Fooly Cooley or Cowboy Bebop?
Oh, watch Fooly Cooley. It's 6 episodes.
Cowman Bop Boop. I really want to watch the rest of Cowman Bop Boop, but I'm just waiting for somebody to invite me to watch.
We'll do it.
Them.
We'll do it. I have them all ripped onto my computer now, so it'll be easier to watch them. I don't have to get the DVDs out.
There is someone, I don't remember who told me this, but someone in college said that it sucks, but they started smoking because of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know who that was.
There's a lot of people smoking
daily
in Cowboy
smoking
Bebop.
envy. It's just the fact that I know that I have chronic sinus problems and do not enjoy smoking at all that prevents me from smoking. But I'm constantly like, man, this would be a great scene if I could just smoke a cigarette.
I know. Like Lauren and I are rewatching Mad Men right now. Yeah. And they'll just be like out in the street, like hanging out
with the fucking death sticks or whatever.
Yeah. Well, like Don Draper will just be like hanging out, and he'll be like, pop out a cigarette and light it, and you look so fucking badass. Yeah. It's like, and it's like, how am I wish this wasn't so terrible for you.
How am I supposed to be like an outrun style cyber goth without smoking?
Yeah, you got to have the smoke, your death sticks, your smoking.
I don't want to sell death sticks. I want to rethink my life.
Yes. So I don't know. Like I don't think you have to worry about that, TJ. But there's a lot of cigarette smoke in that show.
I wouldn't worry about starting. I definitely wouldn't. But I just remember someone saying that.
Yes.
What if I told you all the cool kids were doing it?
Yeah, TJ. What if I told you all the cool kids were? Wait. So you know what your kid's doing this, TJ? Juuling. Have you heard of that?
What?
No. What the hell is this?
Oh man, I know a kid thing. I know what the young people are doing. No,
because I used to. Let me tell you, I used to hold all the time.
I hope this is not about the fact that it seems like everyone and their mother has a butt plug with a jewel on it.
No.
What?
So, what are you talking about? First off.
No, that's called hashtag plugin.
Okay, so juuling is spelled Juuling, and the Juul is a vape, and it is about
okay, hold
the
on.
same.
I've got a life hacker article called "The What Parents Need to Know About Juuling."
Yes, that's an article that I read. That's how I know about this. So it is. It's like a vape pen with like a little. You buy little cartridges that you just put in it. So it's really easy to like just do it. You don't have to like fill liquid or anything. It plugs right into a USB port, and it looks like a USB stick, like straight up. And so, I guess the way that it vapes, it's off of a powder instead of like liquid, so there's not a huge cloud. So I guess a lot of kids are juuling in school. and it has a very high nicotine content in it per puff.
Oh.
So it's very addictive. And so, they're talking about how, vaping, is it healthier? Is it not? And they're saying it probably is. But with kids...
but there's a whole host of other health problems.
Yeah. It's not even that. It's nicotine on growing brains of 14-year-olds. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And even, that's different than a 20-year-old vaping.
Like non-problematic stuff like weed, totally benign stuff like weed is bad for brains that are not fully developed yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want those neurons to make the improper connections and then be rewired that way.
Yeah, because what is it? Your brain's not fully grown until you're 25 or some shit.
Dude, I just love this that, if you look at, Juuling and whatnot, all the things come up are Reader's Digest, Women's Health Magazine. It's your kids, it's it's a thing. So, is it really that? Well, yeah, people are it's the iPhone of vaping, because it's just these tiny little things, and they're really trendy, and you can hide them.
Look, John, come on, take your tinfoil hat off. I think we can trust the cigarette companies to have our best interests in mind.
Oh my God. Your Teen magazine. Wait, what? Slow down. This is the website called Your Teen Mag for Parents. What is this shit? So this is the Narc magazine?
Yeah.
This is the
the
teen
magazine
for
that
parents.
back in my day was if your teen puts W4P in chat, it means watch out for parents.
Yeah. So, I guess that's the thing, is the pods come in all sorts of flavors. Doesn't taste like smoking, and you can do it. You can smoke in the boys' room and not get caught. Basically, is what people are doing, because it's really hard to detect. So, let's not Juul. But I just thought that was the thing. So make sure you teach your kids not to Juul, TJ.
Don't Juul. Hey,
I'll just teach them to drool instead.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't drool.
That was the other thing that I was talking about before the podcast. I'm like,
yep.
So I mentioned a term before the podcast. You guys both seemed unaware of what it was or what it means.
Sure.
I'm going to spell it out in the chat. Not that anyone here is.
I don't know.
Watching it,
I don't even know what the
AH.
clap emoji means between all of the words that people post.
It's when you are talking like this, where you have a definitive pace between your words.
Yes.
Well, why would you do that?
To emphasize what you're saying.
But that doesn't. When you emphasize all the words, none of the words are emphasized.
No.
So
Oh,
anyway.
come on, TJ.
I typed a word in the chat.
This is a hentai meme?
Yes, it is a hentai meme.
Let me
It's not really a
bang
meme, it's a
search
term.
this.
So
Don't safe search, please.
it's called. Well, I use an in private window because I'm using Edge, but so ahegao is I think how it's pronounced. Is the really awkward looking orgasm face with the tongue out.
Yeah, it's a hentai O face.
Oh, this is what TJ was talking to me about. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, look, TJ, look. I'm gonna school you a little bit with my Urban Dictionary knowledge. Ahegao is commonly used in any kind of BDSM type hentai, along with hentai that features quote-unquote rape fetish. However, ahegao does not equal rape. And that's why I'll never be president, because I say things like this on recorded medium.
Hey, John, we're getting fake rated again.
What the
really?
fuck?
Yeah!
God
NRA,
damn it.
National Republican. Wait,
Yeah,
no. National.
all right, let me-
Is this where I talk about tentacles?
I don't have a gun.
What's
wish
a
I
funny
did.
thing that starts with R? National Regatta Association.
Do you know what I really like? Or really hate is the fucking goddamn Google won't let me steal images.
Yeah, they changed that.
It's fucking bullshit. All right, Bing.
You can
guess
still
I'm
do
using
it. You
Bing
just have
now.
to go through like one extra click of bullshit.
Yeah, it's like what?
Or you download a what do they call it? Extension that'll help you do it.
Yeah, it's just like, why would they do that? That's like their most useful search thing, and they fucked it up.
Well, it doesn't really like do anything. Like
you just have to click to go to the page first, and then.
Well, it's
do
just
that.
like, but like, who was pressuring them? It was like Getty Images. It was like people steal our images that we cover in fucking.
Well, they acquired an
anyway.
image hosting service. I think that's the thing of it. But
Getty Images, like a old woman with an inhaler,
is a term used to describe a facial expressions of hentai anime girls who are being raped, and hence their mental health has hit rock bottom. Ahegao is usually a combination of expressions of happiness, sadness, disappointment, and futility. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
I remember there was somebody who wore a T-shirt just full of Ahegao faces to something, or it was a button-up shirt. It was some science thing. What was that? This happened about a year ago.
The new episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's wearing
Bill Nye saves the world with Ahegao.
Guy shirt, Ahegao.
Yes, science.
I'm sure 4chan would know.
Oh my god, please stop. Oh, the podcast is over now.
Is it?
No! But we should end. We're getting to the end here.
That's fine. I found a picture of the Ahegao shirt. I'll post it in our thing.
God.
In their Discord? Because I've already posted it in
Why
the
is this a thing?
Oh, you have? Oh, you got it before me.
So I'd like to say that Google searching, not safe searching Ahegao has not necessarily super not safe for work. I mean, a little bit, but I'm not seeing any dicks or vaginas.
But sometimes there's fluids.
It's not images that'll infect your brain, but there are words and definitions that you wish you didn't know.
Yeah.
And, you can definitely get through that.
Well, like, for instance, the Ahegao t-shirt that I linked is fairly... I mean, not...
Mild?
Yeah, it's mild. It's mild enough to wear in public, because it's just like, oh, it's a bunch of anime girls making weird faces.
This would be the term ecchi, which is the Japanese word for H, and H just means hentai, or at least the soft version of that, which just means pervy.
Yeah, like
H is actually Percival's friend in the Oasis, and they team up to fight evil.
Parzival, you mean?
Shut your nerd hole.
Yeah, ecchi is
ecchi.
TJ knows all about the animes. He's a secret anime knower.
I'm more about the subculture, but that's different.
I love the anime subculture, though.
Look, TJ.
Everybody knows.
Yes. That's why I carry a can of this everywhere I go.
Yep.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Oh. So let's see here. I think we're done though. We gotta end it. I got some other stuff to talk about. We'll have to save it for next week. Search Party I watched.
Time for John's Science Corner.
We're gonna have the Oscars. We didn't really do a preview of the Oscars happening this weekend. So it'll have already happened by the time this is out. So I guess a preview wouldn't have been appropriate anyway.
Yep.
So
I'm now playing Minecraft on the Switch.
The Oscars are happening this week, and when did the Olympics start?
Yeah, the Olympics are starting 2 weeks from now. So
okay.
Get ready for that.
At least I didn't miss.
Didn't the Paralympics already end?
I don't even know. They're like partially televised, which is I almost want to watch the Paralympics a little bit more because it's
a little bit more like
That's intense.
You really earned it if you have something that you're
Yeah.
working against to get there. I really want to forget that r/brain cells exist. Can I just remove that part of my memory?
Yeah, we'll Men in Black it for you.
Good.
Oh wait, Rift Tracks has a Twitch channel?
Hey John,
Yeah,
when's
probably.
the
they're
Found
watching
Footage Festival
Twitch?
coming to town?
I don't know. They didn't come. They didn't have Madison on their tour this year or last year.
Fuck.
Because I guess that was the
from
one that was.
Wisconsin. Those fucking ingrates.
Well, no, it was the 2016 tour finishing. So I think.
Okay.
No, they're usually around Thanksgiving. So it'll probably be a while. I do love Found Footage Festival though. Like one of my favorite things.
TJ?
Yeah, they don't have their
Yes.
next tour set up yet. So
Where can people find you online?
You can find me online on the classiest hentai pictures ever. No. So you can find me online mostly at Twitter at MayofMay84, on Twitch at twitch.tv/MayofMay. And I just started a Minecraft run that I'm trying to be as vegetarian as possible, but my hunger went down too low, so I had to kill 2 cows. But the problem is I need to make shears in order to make a bed. I need to make shears to get wool off a sheep, but I can't find sheep.
okay.
Also, I can't make shears because everywhere I'm digging, I can't freaking find iron.
Mm.
Can't find iron ore anywhere.
You
in my
gotta
current
murder a cow,
biome.
and then iron is at the deepest seat of their brainstem, and you can make
well,
shears out of it.
Yeah,
I've been growing wheat, so I can make bread now.
Okay.
you can
I
make
found out how to
bread.
do that. Yeah, you can make bread in the game now.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life.
No,
You're talking about Minecraft.
No, it's super. You can make
Minecraft.
bread in real life easy. It's super easy. You just put bread and
You just
water
get some
together and
wheat.
add heat.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that every seed makes wheat. I thought
yeah.
it was like I cut it from grass, so it's gonna make grass. Why would I
No,
want to
no.
make
Should
grass?
make grass. Grass changed the world.
TJ, welcome
But also,
to
you should subscribe to
2007.
TJ's channel. Subscribe to the TJ May of May, because he's going to be playing a lot of Moss later, so that I can watch it and follow that adorable little mouse on its adventures.
Nice.
Because
So anyway,
it's not fucking available on the
TJ,
PC.
you got to stream when I can watch you, so I can be a concurrent viewer.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna make an effort now. When you stream, I'm gonna turn it on, even if I can't watch.
When you
Like,
stream,
I'm
I
in
stream,
bed.
you
I'm just
stream.
gonna throw it on the laptop just to watch it while I fall asleep.
Yep. I if I get a couple more streams at about 4, 5, 6 average viewers, and we get a total of 6 more followers. So that means you, listener, who's listening to this other
listener.
podcast
Hey,
in the car,
You,
go park,
listener, you lazy
park
son
your
of a
car.
bitch. God
You get- use your mobile device and go to twitch.tv/mayofmay and just hit that follow. I need to
I
hit
know
50.
you're there. I know you're there. I know you're fucking there.
But I did some magic with my stream alerts. But anyway, podcast, bornintheeighties.net. That's
Yeah.
where you could find podcasts.
For now, until Adam doesn't renew it.
Yeah, we'll have to make our own website.
And
wait, that doesn't expire
you
for a
can
while.
find me at Matt Haig Music everywhere. MattHaigMusic.com, Matt Haig Music on Spotify. John will play my cover of Spiky Cars from the Mad Max film
Yes.
after this, and you'll want to just stream it over and over on Spotify. It's really great for like if you're going to work and you just need something to play on continuous repeat to entertain your cats and your dogs for like 8 hours while you're at work. Just MattHaigMusic.com.
All right, I think we're done. I'm John _ Danger on Twitter. Bye.
Join our Discord. Bye-bye, everyone.
I had a burp.
Goodbye, 2 people in the chat. I hope you enjoyed it.
I think we're all good.
I am loud as fuck. I hope I've been turned down. Hooray!
You haven't been turned down. You're not that loud.
I could be. Holy Holy crap, that was
that was really bad.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know how far away you are from your microphone.
No, I put it back in the right spot. We're all
Okay.
good. Especially when I move my head like this.
All right, you sound good now. Let's go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to TVDB.
IMDb? What?
TVDB.
I'm not emo enough for this.
I'm going to Roseanne, season 4, checking out the episodes. Because I'm putting together my DVDs. Roseanne, season 4. I've got to get them ripped before I pack. Does that make sense?
What are you packing?
I'm packing for a move, my dudes.
Oh, that's right.
But we'll talk about that on the podcast. We'll talk about that on a podcast. Where this isn't a podcast yet, so I don't want to spoilers anything.
I'm prepared to do a live Dropmix session. Should the podcast?
That'd be cool. I want to play that so bad.
It's amazing.
What's the Dropmix?
It's a board game, app game, card game, near frequency communication game with music game from Harmonix.
So the thing is,
I've been following the development of it for so long.
Harmonix was like, "Hey, we have licenses to all this music. Can we do something with this?" And they made the greatest cardboard party game ever.
You know what? Did they? Now I have a question about that. Wait, what? A card game?
I'll explain it more on the show.
Matt, you got to block.
Yeah.
You got some explicit cat things happening on behind you. That's X-rated.
Hey, it's natural.
If I could lick myself, I would do the same thing.
They're both licking each other's faces. I think that's is that kissing? Is that allowed on Twitch?
No, it's grooming.
Lewd.
Is public
it's
bathing allowed on Twitch?
It's Yeah, I think so.
Muck bathing.
Oh man, season 4 is when Jackie got her hair dyed.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're ready to start though.
What the heck is
Welcome
this?
to Born in the 80s, episode 8,005,700.
This is the future.
This is the future.
Future. Alright, I need to get... Alright, are we ready? TJ's Googling over there. What are you gaggling at?
It's a... I don't know, but there's an image of this guy who, like, is wearing these khaki pants, and there's another image of him, like, basically pulling them straight off. But they did it as the DS Rhythm Heaven game mini game. The I forget what it's called, but just shows him going back and forth between having his pants on and off.
Nice.
It's great. I just retweeted it.
Sorry, the Milwaukee Bucks lost, and I'm mad.
Lip.
Is that football?
Lockstep.
Yeah, football. They're a football
Cool.
team.
Sorry about your field goals.
Welcome